Some more light here. True Fat Guy, what up with it? I know this ain't no schedule or nothing like that, man, but I was just at the house. I wasn't doing much. I need to start getting back in the groove of getting going live. So I said, let me just turn on live real quick and hopefully somebody out there. What's good with you, man? How you been? Let me see. Appreciate you for real, man. Appreciate you. I mean, I'm gonna get homeroom back tapped in too. I gotta. I know I'm supposed to do relatable tomorrow. I'm gonna check in with Rios and see if we still on for tomorrow. Um, I've been kind of tapped out, but so hopefully we do relatable tomorrow, and then I'm back to homeroom Thursday. But remember, I changed my time to 11, so I had to, start try to rush back in the morning. So yeah, we getting back in the groove of things. You working right now? Oh, let me go here. Oh, excuse me. For y'all. Oh, get that good house cleaned in. I feel you. I need to be doing that myself. Actually, I've been here just watching. I've been on YouTube all day. I ain't really been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but oh, there's that. But I definitely need to be in there cleaning. Kevin Finley was good with it, my guy. Hope all is well, man. Tavashi, my good brother, what's up with it? Hey, you know what's up too? I'm using a YouTube platform right now, like to do my live through. Just because I want to see how it actually like work. I never actually did it straight through YouTube. It's another program I use to go through, and then it live streams to YouTube. But I'm using a YouTube platform, so I'm trying to see how it works. Like I wonder if I want to bring somebody up, or if I want to like do a collab with somebody. I'm trying to see how that works out. So I'm up here just testing it out too. But okay, if you work would you work late nights? It's not technically not the graveyard, huh? I mean, maybe would you work? What's your you work overnight? You say you just get off work or about to get off work, or you work like hella early in the morning? Oh, day shift early in the morning. Okay, okay. Oh, Tafashe, man, and I'm gonna holler back at your man too. Um, I've been trying to figure some things out, and I've been talking to some people, whatever. I went to one of my people's down the street. That shit gonna be expensive as far as my AC go. So I'm gonna tap in with your guy and see um, how much it costs. One of the last dudes I went to, he told me like 1,600. I'm like 1,600, homie. I'm not paying no 1,600, or maybe that's what it costs. But 1,600 sound high to me, so I didn't want to pay it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, this dope. What's this right here? Come on. Okay. Yeah, $1,600 on everything. That's another car. That's out of pocket, straight up. I'm like, I can't pay that. Not for no AC. And maybe that's the price. I don't know. But he told me $1,600. I told him, he said, Ma, I got a leak and my compressor is broken. He told me $1,600. That's everything in labor and everything. I'm like, nah, not doing that. Yeah, $1,600 is crazy. That's out of pocket. Look, when you talk to him, tell your man that I think I got a leak for sure because it can't hold Freon, so I got a leak and my compressor is broken. So I think that's pretty much the gist of the problem. I know you got to take a look at it himself and everything, but if he can give me an estimate of like what that'll cost or what I gotta go buy the compressor myself or do he do all that? And because I need to know if I'm driving to Fontana, then I would need to know how long that process is gonna take. If I got the compressor already, then maybe I can come through, and then I know that it's gonna take a few hours. Then cool, But if it's something he got to order, and I got to keep my car somewhere, then that's another topic too. Another thing I got to figure out. So, but I'm definitely looking for it. When I say cheapest, I don't mean to work. Just something that's going to that 1,600 was just too much. So I just need something that's going, that's a lot. Thankfully, we getting closer to the fall season where it ain't gonna be as hot as the summer, but you still need your AC. For I'm a big nigga, I get hot all the time. Plus, I'm pretty sure that the same thing worked for the defroster. So when it get cold, I need to be able to defrost my windows and stuff like that too. So I gotta work it out. Jen, what's good with it, man? How you been? You feel me, Kev? That is a mortgage payment. That's rent, mortgage payment. That's what, 1,600? Nah, can't do it. But the cold part is, and I don't know, I can be bad on that, but I don't even think he's trying to play me. It was a shop I went to. It was a guy I went to, but I was referred. Somebody referred him, so I pulled up at the shop. Getting that work in, ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, K Active was good with it. My good brother, appreciate the text this morning too, man. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. I need to come up with a. You know what? I'd rather use the YouTube platform. Once I completely learn this thing, because I need to put up an overlay. 2 cents. Shout out to my guy, 2 cents. I need to figure out how to put overlays on here on screen so I can have all my tags up. A couple of things I got to figure out. Because let me see. Pop out dashboard. Yeah, settings. Manage. What's that camera stuff? You don't have access to what? Access to what? What is that? You don't have access to this feature either. What are these features I need access to? I don't know. Excuse me. Quiet. I'm looking around this platform. Like for those who don't know, I was saying how I logged on. I started opening this live trying to learn how to use live straight through YouTube. So I don't know the whole platform. So I'm looking around, like seeing what everything do, how it work. Because the platform I pay for, it's cool. But if I don't have to pay for a platform, I'd rather use YouTube. It's free. So I need to learn all the stuff. I need to learn all the features so I can just roll with that. Share screen. Share the. Okay. Mute. What's the edit button for? I don't even know. Breezy, what's going on? Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate y'all. Yo, it feels good to be back on live. I know I took a week off in a couple of days. Um, man, it's just life. You know what I mean? Like life be. I be trying to figure this thing out, and then I have to do some. I don't know if some of y'all see my video. I posted a video explaining like kind of like what was going on and why I was taking time off, trying to restructure some things for my mental. You know what I mean? Because I felt like I was driving myself crazy, feeling exhausted, trying to do the everyday homeroom in the morning 10 o'clock thing. And I'm like, yo, why you about to kill yourself for some dates you made up and a schedule you gave yourself, right? It didn't make sense. So I had to sit back and take some time off and do some restructuring because I love live and I love the community we're building, which is my main thing. The community we build is the part I love the most. So I don't want to not do that, but I need to figure out a way where I can do that and it's healthy for me, And I think maybe the everyday thing at 10 wasn't the right idea. I tried it and I showed up for the most part, and I took off for that last week because I just felt like it was too much. You know what I mean? And I got other stuff going on, life and jobs and trying to figure out other stuff. So I just felt overwhelmed. And I'm like, yo, nigga, you like it ain't like somebody gave you this schedule. You gave yourself the schedule. y'all didn't even ask for it. That's the crazy part. And I'm like, what am I doing? You know? And then it was so dope because even when I talked about I was going to be taking off, I put a little post up. Even the support on there was super dope. You know what I mean? For the people who commented, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And because it really showed that like nigga, like they were basically saying this in so many words, like, bruh, don't hurt yourself trying to do this. Like, take care of yourself. You come first. Like all the words speaking through there and spoke through on my post when I talked about taking off. I'm truly appreciative of that. You know what I mean? Um, I'm I am. I'm really am. I'm just truly appreciative of that. It really made me feel good to do that. Um, so yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know what this is. Let me see. Oh, oh shoot. Oh, salute to my good brother Josh. Oh, for those who don't know, man, it's crazy because so I've been monetized for like a week. Like I'm like, what the hell is this? I don't know what all these colors. People start changing colors and all the stuff on the screen. 'Cause I'm not used to seeing none of this, so I don't know what nothing is. Like, but this is dope. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been monetized for about a week now. So thank you for your support and thank you for helping me get there. Y'all showing up for me, y'all supporting me, putting in that watch time for a brother. If y'all talked about it with anybody, shared with anybody, whatever the case may be, I'm glad that we're here and I can, try to better, take this page to another level. It's cool because when I was applying, when I got the notification that I meet the requirements, I'm like, oh, that's dope. But I got the I kind of got the message in the middle of like, yeah, I'm about to take off for a second. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like a bittersweet feeling. I'm always proud of the growth on my YouTube page, but also like I need a break. You know what I mean? So I was trying to handle that, but I set myself up, applied and everything, and then they man, this is crazy. This is dope. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to Fashe, my brother. Thank you, bro. Thank y'all. I'm this is all new. I'm looking at the thing, everybody's different colors and all that. So this is new for me. So don't trip. I'm just like I'm taking it all in because I don't know I'm getting used to what it looks like. That my brother Joshua James, who just sent them subs. That's love, fam, and that's my brother for real, like my real life friend. I don't know if y'all seen the video where I posted a video on my page. We went to Disneyland. Me and like five of my best friends. We went to Disneyland and we had a great time. Josh is in that video. Um, that's my brother right there, my guy, man. So he's a huge supporter of anything I got going on, as I am to him. So that's love. So he pulled up like that, and really contributed. That's dope to the community too, which is super dope. Um, that's awesome. That's dope. And I got some plans too, man. I know I want to do. Um, I know I want to do like a member with the membership thing I have. I'm not gonna. Obviously, I want to create a cool series that's strictly for the membership part, right? I want to make something dope that's not like, it's funny because I talked to some of my friends who've been monetized and I've seen some people who aren't my friends, but I know what what behind the scenes look like. Some people just robbing people, like just taking money from community, doing old videos and posting them in there, or doing videos that don't mean nothing to nobody just to say they fulfilled they 2 or 3 video required, whatever they require, and they're gonna do in a membership part. But I watch the people take advantage of people. You know what I mean? And so to watch, I'm thinking in my mind what I want to create for that is something real dope. Something when people leave that membership part, they want to feel like, damn, that's a dope thing. Like he's doing a dope thing in here. Like I feel good and proud to be a member of this because he's actually putting value out. You know what I mean? I don't want to just be on here. I'm not going to see the membership part ain't the part where I come in, excuse me, without a script or without something and just start freestyling. That ain't that. That's highway robbery, in my opinion. I gotta if I'm asking somebody to pay something monthly to be in a special group, then I need to provide a real service. So I got to figure that part out. You know what I mean? So I've just been in my brain about that part also because I really want to treat this as a real dope thing, a real dope place where when you leave, you feel better when you leave. I don't ever want y'all to come in here and we have conversations and then you just felt like, oh, I just another live. Like, who cares? But I want when y'all leave here, I ain't got the best production. I don't got all the best lightings and tools and stuff yet. But I feel like if we start off with a good communication, good community, we actually care for one another and we hold each other down. That's the glue of the foundation. And then I'll build out everything else as I continue to go. I get better lights, better production, better whatever. And then I provide better services also with like different ideas that come down the board. And, and YouTube has been laying out some dope new features, which I'm excited about. So I'm looking forward to what this is going to be, Oh, Breezy, appreciate that. Yeah, they're my guys, man. And they're all characters. See, here's the thing. This is a pretty dope thing I think we doing. So me and my guys, myself, my good brother Rob, Mr. Howard, Joshua James, who's in the chat, AD, Dr. Dorsey, and my guy Mac. We're all, just grown men trying to tap into, not trying to, grown men trying to change the narrative of what men how men are supposed to operate and be out here in society, right? There's this over hyper masculinity thing that's going on, or the narrative of toxic masculinity, all that these narratives going around about how men are being or acting out here, right? And me and my brothers, we don't relate in no kind of way. We've all had our issues in the past and being young and dumb and whatever. I'm sure I can't speak for most of them specifically, but myself, I've been young and dumb before, so I'm proud of the man who I am today and becoming. I still got a lot to work on, tons of insecurities, a bunch of stuff, but I'm proud of who I am today, and I know I got a lot of growth, so I'm working on that. But I think with us, we trying to show up on camera as like to combat how people are looking at men, black men in general. That's what the Disneyland video is for. My man Rob, who loves Mr. Howard, he absolutely loves Disneyland. He go all the time. And what he did was want to take 5 grown men, no women, no kids, no nothing, just to go to Disneyland and see, can we enjoy ourselves, right? See, is it really the happiest place on earth, and really enjoy ourselves and let go of all these ideas of what that looks like, right? And we went and we had a ball. We had an amazing time. Great conversation. We rode rides. My man, Mr. Howard had a scavenger hunt game thing he created for us, and we're all well into our 30s and 40s, and we were there just letting our hair down, like just enjoying life. It's a really dope video, but it also showed like, man, like let's like be real. Like we are men who have feelings and we care. And what it showed me was, that's why it's such critical to deal with our trauma, right? That video also showed me that no matter, because I walked around Disneyland and I said this. I said to one of my guys, I said, it's funny that this trip showed me that little boy inside of us never truly dies. You know what I mean? Like it never truly goes away. And you notice that by men and how we operate as adults, right? Because there's a bad side to it and there's a good side to it, right? The bad side to it is how we can't let go of things in our childhood, and then we project and put that shit out there. Some people are horrible towards women because you got your heart broken in the 6th grade, or some people are abusive. Some men are abusive because of how their dad treated their mom, or how their mom treated their dad, or however the case may be, or they take on a lot of that stuff from their childhood, and it grows into a toxic kind of nature, and they project. But the flip side is that you kind of nurture all the things you missed as a child, and then as an adult, you get to live in your child moments in safe spaces where you're allowed to be dope, right? For example, you ever notice how men, when they get when kids become adults, men specifically, and they may have job, they may have money or cool income, whatever. You ever notice the things they buy, right? Some of the things they purchase, like for example, men, a lot, not all men. I'm obviously speaking broadly here, but you ever notice a lot of men like to buy trucks when they get older? Because every man ain't a fucking, excuse my language, every man ain't a construction worker. Every man ain't doing hard labor where you would need a truck. Everybody don't stay in the country where you need a big truck. But you notice how men sometimes they react to or attracted to big trucks. But you realize when you were young how much you love like trucks as a kid. Like you like big trucks and big engines and motors, and that's why we like racing cars and monster trucks, and we love wrestling, right? You can never be too old to go to WWE and go watch Monday Night Raw or whatever, because we loved all these things as a kid. So when we're an adult, we get to act out a little bit, and it's safe because we now we got the means to kind of play with all these things, right? And it's pretty cool when you look at it that kind of way. I think with my guys, that's what we want to express and explore. We want to make these videos to show that, you could let's go do something that we ain't used to doing. Like we're trying to do something now. My man Joshua had a pretty cool idea. I'm not gonna say his idea on here because we want to film it, but he had an idea where we all gonna get together and do some meditation stuff. I'm not gonna get into the details of it, but it's something none of us ever did. Like none of us ever did with his idea. So we want to go do that and film it. One of my guys want to skydive, even though I'm very iffy about that, but could be a thing. None of us skydived before, and I think and kind of show with mental, and it's not just a teaching thing. It's more so like to help ourselves also with our mental health, like learning to release. A lot of y'all know the story of why I picked up a camera, and because I was dealing with some times in my life where I didn't have anything that was for me. And when I thought about like what is the thing that you do for yourself, and I couldn't think of anything. And my brother, Mr. Howard, again, he had an idea. He said, "Man, why don't you take pictures or photography or videographer or something like that?" And I was like, "Damn, I never have even thought about it." And he gave me a camera. He had a camera we used to use for our podcast. He gave me one of them. He just gave me a camera. And then the next day bought me a new lens for it. Even though he already gave me a lens, he bought me another lens for it and gave it to me. And that's where my love of photography came from. I picked up that camera and started taking pictures, and I ain't put one down since. It's brought me into content creating. And it's the place that I can go to for my peace. That's for me. It ain't for my wife. It ain't for my kid. It ain't because I got a job somewhere and they need me to take pictures. It's because I simply love photography. It's just for me. And it makes me happy. And it's that release you need from the world just taking from you all day. Being a man, So these videos we kind of try to capture that moment where men need to find these spaces where we feel safe and where everything ain't about everybody else. The minute you become a young man, you got to take care of the house, go get a job, provide, take care of, protect, take care of, provide, go get a job, get a better job, take care. We need more money, take care of this, or we need to buy this, fix that, do that. Oh, come get these niggas over here, or daddy, come get whatever, or all these things, but nobody really pouring into you. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, never. I'm not saying that. But overall, I hear the conversations men are having with each other about feeling like they're just being used and nobody really pouring into them. A bunch of withdrawals and no deposits. So that's why the videos are important, and I think imperative that me and my guys continue to do those videos because we want to show that we do things for us. And people tend to do. Here's the thing. Now, this is for men and women. It's not specifically exclusively for one gender, because we all need to learn how to find our joy. Right now, I can go spiritual and say that God is joy, and I do believe that God is joy. But I'm gonna keep it tangible and keep it earthly. Because a lot of people look for happiness outside of them. And that's dangerous. It's a very dangerous place to be. You have to learn how to find your joy. You have to find your happiness. What makes you happy? Genuinely. Like, what makes you happy? What makes you, where do you find the most joy from? Do you get the most joy from taking care of your family? Maybe that's the thing. But that's still like a withdrawal. Right? But ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the thing. You love you love your babies or whatever. I get that. I'm not arguing that part. But what is for you? What's just for you? And yeah. Visionary star, I miss you, man. New mind, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. And I think it could be the fact that it's maybe a thought. Yeah, it could be. And here's the thing. I don't want to get confused. I'm not saying that you need praise, right? I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that we need praise. I'm saying that whatever it is, it's for yourself. Even if there's nobody around. Like, what do you do for self? Like, what do you like? What's that thing? Some people love to go fish. My barber, his safe space, his happy place is fishing. He love to go fishing. He go by himself. He don't need people to go. If you want to go, cool. But he go by himself. He go chill. He go think. He hang out. He fish. That's his peace. Now that's his thing he want to do. If you take that away from him, it can be a tough time. But that's his thing. He do that for himself. He got a place he goes to all the time. He got a certain set of rocks he sit up on, and he go fish. That's his thing. I get that. So I'm not saying that men we need to be praised. I'm not saying that at all. I just mean like you need something for yourself because people don't deposit like that. And I'm not saying if they did, that you don't need to something for yourself. I'm not saying that. I just mean like, people don't deposit like that. So it's up to you anyway to find your joy. What makes you happy? If everybody in the world turned the love off, where would you find it? You got to go inside. You got to find it in you. So just be mindful of that when it comes to whether you're even being in a relationship, dealing with friends, at work. You know what I mean? Or you may be an introvert, a super introvert, a real one, not the modern day social media introvert who be outside but be saying they introvert. They be all at the events, but they're in the corner talking about they're introvert. I'm talking about the real ones, right? Some people like to be by themselves, to be lonely or whatever. You got to be able to find that joy and what makes you happy, and then do that thing. I ask my wife all the time. I say, because if I could be transparent here, my wife asked the question all the time about finding her passion. She thinks about it a lot. She like she asks herself like, what's my passion? What's that thing I like to do more than every other thing? She says she don't know, right? I told her that's okay. A lot of people don't know. But I said maybe you should just try some things. You know what I mean? Maybe you like to go for long walks, or hiking, or you like to draw. You ever try drawing? Maybe you like to take pictures. Well, if you picked up a camera and start taking pictures, maybe it's something you like to do. She loves going to the beach. So she don't really like to do. I mean, not don't really like to do. She just figure it out. And can't pinpoint something like it, because your passion sometimes it pushes through when it comes to thought about what you like to do more than anything else or like to focus on. So if you can't, sometimes it get a little hard, get a little weary. Everybody don't have it. And when I say passion and purpose, sometimes they don't cross. So I'm not every time. Sometimes your passion ain't your purpose every time. That's another deep, long conversation. But yeah, it's real though. Like, so with her, I tell her to try stuff. Let's try something. Let's go out. Let's go hang out. Let's go do something. But even I'm still there. It's kind of like me. I'm being a part of it, but I want her to figure that part out too. Because before I picked up the camera, hell, I was rapping for so many years. That was my passion at one point. I was doing music for all those years, more than half of my life. And when I stepped away, I felt like, well, what I'm gonna do now? I don't even like to do nothing. I thought I didn't until a friend of mine handed me a camera. And I'm like, oh shit, this is the best thing ever. I wish I would start doing this 10 years prior. Right? So you just never know. Hey, Visionary Star, I'm gonna keep real with you. The first time, well, it's actually been a few years, but I'm gonna say, okay, first time I ever shot a gun was maybe like 10, 11 years ago, maybe longer than that, maybe like 12 years ago, at a shooting range. I went with my good brother Mel out in Vegas, and that was the first time, and it was only at a shooting range. The second time was I went to a shooting range last year, and I shot a bunch of different guns. Me and my church went to a shooting range, and we had it was for men's day, and we had a bunch of different guns there. I got to shoot a bunch of different guns, and it was actually cool. Like, it really felt cool, and at a point, it made me kind of want a gun. I know a lot of people like to talk like they've been shooting guns their whole life or be out in the streets, but no, that's not me. But I did feel like, I always felt like you need protection for your household, especially if you had a kid but even just you just need one for your household anyway. If you got a wife in your home, in my opinion, you should have some kind of protection, some kind of protection. I'm not going to force a gun up on you if you don't want a gun, but that shooting range made me start thinking about that more and more. Like, I need to protect me and my wife in my household, and then, but it was fun though. I didn't think it was going to be that fun. It was really cool, actually. Matter of fact, I got to take my wife because I talked about I told her I was going to take her. I think she'll have fun too. For those who haven't been to a gun range, I had a great time. We just go out, bro. Like, my hobbies I share with the wife, it's really just go out. Like, go out, hang out. We go do like escape rooms, obviously date nights and dinner and stuff like that. But that's like the given. Walks, hiking sometimes. But maybe I need to figure out something. I always told her I would love for her to try to take pictures. Not that she would just automatically attach herself to photography, but I did buy her like a little disposable camera just to see if she would do it, even with a disposable camera. She never finished it. It's probably still in there with 13 pictures left. Whatever. She never did it, but maybe that wasn't her thing. I tried to see if it was her thing. So I don't know. We try to figure stuff out, but then sometimes, or with me, somebody handed me something, so it wasn't like I found it on my own, but it wasn't a long journey to try to find something. But maybe she'll come across that thing that she just like to do. I don't know. You know what I think too? I think she see, transparent again. So I want to move from the house we live in. I'm talking moving. I'm ready. I'm talking about like financially ready to move. Then I want to move and get a bigger house and a better, nice house. I do want a big kitchen, big island. She loves cooking. She does love cooking, but the house we live in now, it's not like the kitchen's small. It's not really a fun to cook area. You know what I mean? Like, my wife, she wants the big island and that's what I want. Where it's a lot of room in the kitchen and a lot of equipment and stuff like that. She loves to cook, but just in this space is uncomfortable. And I gotta work on. I've been working on that too, like trying to with new gigs and stuff like that. I want to get us a new house. Yeah. So I'm gonna see. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Hey, I do. You know what? I gotta be. Yeah, you're right. Cause I've been thinking about that in my dating life with my wife. Like, you don't want to do the typical. Okay, we going to go eat somewhere. That's the typical. You got to eat anyway. So you want to go to dinner. That's a part of it. That's not a surprise, unless it's somewhere she ain't never been and she want to go and she's excited about some restaurant. Okay, we got that. But you're right. I need to take her somewhere she never been, something she never did. But I'm trying to figure out like what would be that thing. Maybe it is a gun range. Maybe just like something like off kilter that you wouldn't think of. You know what I mean? Breezy, you know what? For sure. And that's the thing too. Like, see, that's crazy. I never looked at that from that part, but I started thinking about it. That being a mom, where you've kind of like, in a sense, cut off your life for your baby, and then you've been taking care of your babies for my son 21, right? So he's out the house now, but he's 21. So she cut off 20 something years of her life taking care of a kid. You know what I mean? We taking care of our son, and now he's out the house, he gone, and she's like, and we here, and I do photography and I do music, and it's kind of like she's like, man, I'm trying to find my thing. So I get that, and I've been trying to help her. Like, we have conversations about this, and not that she sits around and sulks about this either. I don't want to make it seem like my wife sits around and sulk about trying to find her passion. This is only a conversation if I bring it up. it just I'm usually the one bringing it up, but that's only because that's how I felt when I found photography. Because I had rap for so many years, when I stopped doing music, I didn't know what to do. Right? Yeah, okay, you got to go get a job, but we talking about for the passion part. I'm a natural born creative. I've been writing poetry since third grade. I've been writing poetry since the third grade. I don't know nothing else to do but create something, do something, whether it's words, whether it's jokes, whether it's writing stories. So when I got out of music, it was like, wait a minute, what to do now with my life? I've done that one thing, essentially writing my whole entire life, but do what now as an adult who got to pay bills? You know what I mean? So I got to go get a job for sure. But what about the passion part? So that's how I figured out, with photography, it took me to another place where it gave me some freedom to feel like this is a creative thing I can do. It's for me and me only. Nobody can take it away from me. And I love it. But it kind of fell in my lap in a way. I had the right conversations at the right time. And with good supportive friends, that's how I got my camera. So it wasn't like I naturally like, oh, let me go look for photography. It didn't happen that way. God got a crazy way of working things out. But in the same vein, God got a crazy way of working her stuff out too. So continue to pray about it and stuff like that. But I do want to help out, and I do want to support her in all kind of ways to find that thing, that passion, that thing that sets her on fire, that she gets joy from. That's for her. It's not for me. It's not for her best friends or her son or whatever. It's for her. So visionary star. That's an awesome idea. He said, create a list of things you both want to try, then share with each other. That's an awesome idea, bro. Let me screenshot this so I can get the comment. That's no, that's for real. No, you did it with that. That's it right there. I think that's an awesome idea. That way, yeah, I'm gonna tell her like don't no pressure, but when she write this list out, just give it to me what she done, and then I'll know what I can help her with in setting that stuff up. Dope surprise date or something like that. That's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, Mouse, yeah, for real. Like, I've been doing it. It's crazy. My first year of photography, my very first year of photography, when I picked up a camera, started learning how to take pictures, I was getting kind of good. And my first gig, I got hired for to do for Revolt TV. They were doing a campaign for one was for Doritos and the other was for Nike, and I got to do the behind the scenes photos for both of those campaigns. My very first year of doing photography, and then I had a photo gallery in November that same year, for my own pictures at a gala that somebody was having. So photography has blessed me in so many ways. It's ridiculous, for real. The gig I have now, that's how I got into it, doing behind the scenes in the studio. When my friend was working on a documentary, doing a score, I was doing all the behind the scenes pictures, and I was there every single day. But that turned into an A&R position for a label, so that worked out. Great resources, great startup. We'll talk about that more soon. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So 10 things. Okay, I got you. I'm on it, bro. Rich Religion, are you making beats now? Is Gala? Is it or Gala? Gala? Did I say it right? Or Gala? Oh wait, I don't know. I don't even know how you tell me. Which one is the right one? Okay. So this one is one. Is it gala? Is it one? Or gala? Is it two? Oh, it's two. Gala. Okay. Okay. Appreciate that. I didn't know. And what's crazy is in natural conversation, I say either or. They just switch. So hopefully I was more right than I was wrong. Oh, Jen, Jen called it out. Yeah, I never knew. I just you say it. I say it, and then hopefully when I said it before, it wasn't in some embarrassing places. We still say space here, so y'all can keep it real with me. Gayla is funny. Now that I know it's not that, now it's funny to me. somebody like, somebody like, whoa, you did what? you you had a gallery where? That's funny. Yeah, but I want to do. You know what? So even with this is what I need to do too. With photography, I learned so much by myself, just kind of like picking up a camera and shooting. And YouTube University, right? You learn some of the tricks. You learn about your own camera, and you do some of the stuff. But I think it's time for me to take a class. That's what I need to do. I need to sign up for a class so I can get more of the technical side. Because you can freestyle and be good and learn a bunch of dope stuff. But just having that back end with like the technical aspects of photography that where you can learn the technical side and learn about your own eye, I think it'll take my game up a whole nother level. So now I'm looking into that now. Taking a photography course. I think they offer some, I'm in LA for those who don't know. So I think they offer some courses at LA Trade Tech, or they always got some studio got their own photography class that I can look into and see somebody's reputation and career. Kind of somebody might be doing their own private classes. I'm gonna figure it out though. Yeah, for sure. I think it'll help. Rich, I think it'll help for sure. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. Yeah, man. My birthday is not November. My birthday is in November, November 15th exactly. Um, and my wife asked me the other day, what did I want for my birthday? And I told her, I said, I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. I know a couple of real estate photographers myself. They make really good money too. Really good money. Oh yeah, my lady asked me that, and I was thinking. I've been thinking the whole time since she asked me too. What do I want to do for my birthday? I don't know. It's one of them things too. You ever notice? And now let me speak to the men here specifically. All right, and then I'm not excluding women. I need to men have a certain kind of mind frame of how we think about stuff. So for all the men here that's grown, that's consider themselves grown, right? Have you ever not act like you didn't care about your birthday? Not that you don't care about your birthday, but maybe when somebody asks you what you wanted, you don't really be tripping, right? You're like, I don't be tripping. Like, I ain't tripping on that, or whatever the case may be. Or no, don't worry about it. I ain't tripping on that, man. I think a lot of us have said that before. And then your birthday come around, and you start to feel like, like man, like no, I kind of like whether it's I kind of do want something. I kind of do want to do something, or you kind of wish somebody did do something for you. Y'all ain't never felt like that? I'll be feeling like that. That's why I don't say no more. I used to say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't say that no more because by the time my birthday come around, you start to feel like, not that you want to be celebrated in a sense, but just like, I don't know, it's just a feeling of like, I think it's because sometimes it depends on how you show up. So I show up for people's birthdays if they like, well, I don't like to be, I don't like to go a lot of places. So maybe I'm not the best example, but me and my friends, we've showed up for so much in the past about our birthdays. So when mine come around, you kind of expect it. Even though I'll be like, nah, you ain't tripping, you know. Now I didn't say that this year, but I'm still like, if you do, you kind of feel like, oh, ain't nobody care. You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't ever felt like that. You know, y'all don't care about the birthday. Yeah, I mean, I visionary. I hear that, right? That's like a cliche thing to say. I get that, and I'm mad at it, but no, it ain't the same. Not for me. It's not because every day ain't my birthday. And we're not gonna go super deep with the Erica Badu answer of like you only got one birthday. You know, we're not going to. You know, people know what I'm talking about. So that's my thing too, right? Food, drink, and and hang out with friends. That's usually the thing, and I'll be cool with that. But I think this year, I don't know if I want that necessarily. And I'm trying to think like, why am I saying that? Like, why do I feel like I don't want to do that cool thing that it's cool to do? Like food, drinks. I mean, I don't drink, but you know what I mean. Drinks for whoever want to drink. Food, drinks, hang out, good conversation, cool. No, you know what I want? I just thought about that. I want to watch. I want to watch. That's what I want. I want to watch. And I want a nice watch. I've been researching a lot of watches lately for like the last year, learning about watches, the differences in different watch brands, and some luxury, some not considered technically luxury watches. And I find myself wanting to collect watches, right? The only two watches I have an Apple Watch, which I have on, and I have a gold Casio. You know, the legendary gold Casio. So I have the gold Casio. That's a forever classic, never going out of style watch. And I love that watch. But even when I bought that watch and the Apple Watch I have on, it wasn't because I was trying to be a collector. I just bought them because it's a necessity. I need this watch and I needed the Casio because I was going somewhere one night and it was like an 80s theme. So I bought the gold Casio to go with the fit, right? But just so happened it's the gold Casio is classic, so you got to keep it. But I think I want to watch my birthday. I want a luxury watch too. Good thing about watches, luxury starts anywhere from, I know people think thousands, but you can get nice micro brands right now, luxury watch for hell, 600, 700, all the way up to like the number is endless. I think I want to watch and a nice dinner. Nice dinner. You know, it could be just my wife. I'm cool with that. Or maybe just a couple people. And then I want a nice watch. Hey man, Casio good. Casio is good. Um, hey, hey, visionaries, I feel like that, bro. It's like all the things I want now is old, right? I love cigars, right? I'm me and my man Austin. I can't. So at my house, I already have no room, so I want a nice size humidor, but I can't fit it here. So me and my man Austin be in the chat sometimes. Sometimes he pop up in the chat. I did a live with him one day, him and Tafashe. Austin gonna get a humidor, and I want to buy a box so I can sit in his humidor at a spot. He got bigger, much nicer space than I do. I've been cigars heavy lately. Me and Austin go to cigar bar every time. King Cigar Lounge, downtown LA. If anybody's in LA and likes cigars and would like to go to cigar spot one time, King's Cigar downtown LA, I'll be down to go with you if you're down. And watch us. I am. I'm turning to a grandfather right in front of your eyes. Straight up. Numa, yeah, 302. They got some really, really dope watches for. I like a lot of dope Seikos for like 300. Even Timex got a new watch they just dropped. Super nice. It's only about $200. Really, really nice. Seiko got some good watches for like 200 or 300, all the way up to, well, Seiko can get really high once you start going into Grand Seiko, it can get a little crazy. But they got micro brands like Denison. Denison's a new brand. They shape kind of like, not like Daniel Ross watch, but I don't even know the shape, but it's like not square, not rectangle, but like a different kind of shape, like the new Burnaround watches. I don't know if y'all know about watches at all or whatever. I'm still learning. So you got a crazy shape with stone dials. I love a nice watch. I want a nice watch. Sujus, the Japanese brand, they use a Seagull movement. They got some nice watches for super cheap. The only thing is I don't really trust the brand Sujus as much, being that they're so far away, and they take Seagull movements, but they're kind of operating like I want to say like I don't know. I don't know if I really trust that brand like that. I gotta see. Sunshine baby, your birthday today? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sunshine baby. Damn, that's dope. Hope you have a great day and a wonderful weekend, a super dope weekend. For real. Happy birthday. That's dope. Where you going to dinner, do you know? Somewhere nice. Somewhere super nice. Yeah, go and get you some endless breadsticks. Some good pasta tonight. I hope you have a ball. Happy birthday, man. That's dope. Another trip around the sun. Look at God. God got you right back around, huh? Last year, with all the stuff that went on in your life, not that I know any of it, with all the stuff that went on in your life, all the ups, all the downs, the super happy moments, the super sad moments, God brought you all the way through it to bring you back around again. Ain't he good? I love chicken masala. Chicken masala fire. Yeah. God bless you, man. And you're going to make it again. You're going to celebrate your birthday next year. That's what we got to start doing. This community is getting built up, start getting tighter and tighter and tighter. We start doing things where we show up for one another physically, right? And I know we all stay in different cities sometime, and people aren't necessarily in the same areas, but when you can kick it, like if like 6 of y'all was from New Orleans or something, y'all should hang out. If it's cool, you know what I mean? For all the people who stay in LA, we should hang out sometime. If it's cool, go get something to eat sometime somewhere. Go hang out and go, like, I mean, yeah, we can keep stuff on a computer, but ain't it doper to build like a real community? I think it's a couple of photographers in here. I thought I was talking to somebody one day. That's a photographer. I forgot who it was, but yeah, go take pictures, go hang out, I think it'd be dope. Yeah, I don't know. A 354 hood day. That's actually December 20th. Diamond Lane Day is December 20th. Hey, nothing wrong with connection for real. But if it's dope and the community's been good to one another, we've been holding each other down. We've been, creating safe spaces. This ain't the drama pod, or this ain't nothing. We don't deal with none of that. If we building relationships here, you ever notice how on the internet? Look, I've been on social media since For those who know, Black Planet. So you could, and depending on when you had Twitter, I got on Twitter 2000. I forgot when I got on Twitter. It was ridiculously a long time ago though. But you can have friends on the internet that you've never met, but they've been your friend for years because y'all been friends when talking so long on Instagram or Twitter. And you've never even met them in person. Not that you gotta meet. I'm not saying sometimes it's good where it is. Sometimes some of your best relationships are going to be over the internet, and it probably should stay that way. You know what I mean? But for the people who branch out and say, "No, let's meet up, let's go hook up, let's go out." I'm not talking about dating. People do that all day long. I'm talking about like actual friendship. There's people that I follow on Instagram and Twitter that I've been friends with since the beginning of Instagram and Twitter. We DM each other. We have our conversations and send posts. We got each other's number. We text sometime, but we just never pulled up in real life, you know. And I'm not nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, what makes the other people go the extra mile and be like, no, let's hang out for real and become friends. Just like somebody probably got married off of Twitter or Instagram. Not probably, it has happened. Social media is another form of meeting. I remember back in the day, I hate saying the term back in the day. It makes you sound really, really old, but I'm getting old. What am I going to do? So I remember before social media, it used to be like a bad thing to meet somebody in a club. Like women used to say all the time, like, I don't want to meet my husband in no club. Nigga, where would you meet your husband at then? Like, right? You don't go outside, you don't hang out. When you walk down the street, you don't talk to nobody who try to talk to you. Where you gonna meet your husband at? But you been dancing with the one nigga in the club for hours. You might as well talk to him to see, you know what I mean? But I mean, that used to be a thing. And even on Instagram, when excuse me, when Twitter and Instagram was first a thing, it used to be like frowned upon to talk to somebody from Instagram, to talk to somebody from Twitter. Why? That's where people are socializing. That's where media attractive is going to happen. People are going to start talking to somebody they're attracted to. Why is it not normal? It is normal. People just make it weird. You know what I mean? Target is where is that mouse? They did. Wait, is Target not the spot no more? So I've been in my relationship 15 years, so I have no idea what's the spot and what's not. So y'all have to put me on game. Target was the spot and it's not the spot anymore, or it still is. He said Target was the spot. I think, man, no. I was about to say, I think anywhere is the spot where men and women are. But let me take that back because, yeah, it's not. There's some places where you don't need to meet. Oh, it's Walmart now? It changed? That's funny. Oh, I dig it. PJ Allen, shout out to you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Well, that's dope. Shout out to Fashe once again for the my very first one. Fashe, tough Fashe, and my good brother Joshua James with my very first super chat. I think that's what you call that. But salute. Josh sent them 5 membership out, and Tafashe contributed. Man, I appreciate y'all for that for real. That's dope. Appreciate y'all, man, for real. Been a long time. I've been talking about the monetizing thing for so long, and then, like I said, like I said earlier, ended up getting monetized, and then I fell into my I need to take a break from YouTube for a second. That everyday thing was messing me up. TJ Maxx is where it's at. Yo, Mouse, are you married yet, or you just been with your lady for 17? I'm married. I married mine 7/21/21. $17 years. Oh, so you got married around the time I got married? Look, right after that. Dope. Congrats, my brother. Congrats. Yes, sir. Big John's my guy. That's my good brother, man. Wait, what is this right here? Oh, this is dope. I'm looking at the engage with your audience section. I didn't know this is down here where I can start a question and answer, start a poll. Yeah, members only live stream. It's dope. Man, so sport. That's dope. Okay. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I just want to log in with y'all and let y'all know I'm still in it. I know I've been away for a week and some days, but I'm still in it. I'm just figuring my stuff out. Oh, you got married before me. Oh no, that's PJ Allen. Okay. Congratulations, PJ Allen. Yes, sir. 9 years. That's dope, man. I appreciate y'all stopping through and falling through, man. I do want to let y'all know. So what I think I'm going to do is, I got to figure out my days to schedule. But I'm not going to do homeroom. I don't know. Let me shut up. I don't know. I'm gonna stop just talking, and I think I got to post. But I need to get a schedule down so y'all know what's up, right? But I didn't want to hold myself to every day at this time. So I got to figure out like when to do homeroom. Maybe I do Tuesdays and Wednesdays because I'm sorry, Tuesday and Thursday because Wednesday I do relatable. Maybe I do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 homeroom, and then I'll be doing relatable on Wednesdays right in the middle of that. Maybe I do that. I think I'm gonna start posting on to promote that so y'all don't know what's up. But exactly, Miles. So I think I'm gonna do that for starters. Drop the notification to this is what's going on, and I think that'll be the move for now until I get in where I'm a little bit under control and I can map it all out what makes sense for me where I don't go crazy. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all jumping on with me today. I want to do a quick little hour, hopefully. And but it's good hearing from y'all. It's good talking to y'all, man. I miss y'all. Keep it 100. I don't care if y'all think I'm soft or whatever. But I'm a big teddy bear. So what are we gonna do? So what? I'm a crier. I cry watching movies. I'm a big old teddy bear. So you'll love me or hate me for that. If you hate me for that, you really got to do some inside work. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all showing up for me like I do. Please like the video. I know a lot of y'all haven't because it's natural to just not do so when you pop up. But I appreciate it if everybody could like the video. And if you are here and you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate you. And once again, I don't have my clapping effect, so I can't do my clapping effect, but my page is monetized, so I made it to that goal, that first tier being monetized, so I'm going to clap for myself. Good job, Luck. Good job for staying consistent, and good job for getting to this point. My first tier monetization. I'm so proud of myself for doing that, but I'm also proud of the community for showing up, because without the community showing up and watching these videos, it doesn't go down. I ain't that good. So I give credit where credit is due. So I thank y'all. For real. Thank y'all. And Sunshine Baby, happy birthday once again. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to Sunshine Baby, everybody. So much love, so much love. What's the goal with the page? I just want to make the community bigger. Rich Religion. I want to. So I have now that I'm monetized now. I'm gonna do a membership. I mean, I got memberships also open, but for the membership part, I want to create a show or a couple of shows where I actually add value. I don't want to just do no freestyle, no fake shows to appease whoever's in membership, because I feel like that's highway robbery, and enough content creators are robbing their communities already. I don't want to do none of that. So I got to make a really, really dope show or a really good idea to where I can show up for you guys better than actually. Remember the idea I had when I talked about where I can pull the community up and we have them panel discussions and panel talks? Maybe that's where I do it. I do that in membership. I think that'd be dope. That way, making people part of it, and then having really dope conversations where, so the safe room is a safe room. You have great conversations where we should better one another and lift each other up, but also make people part of the conversation, right? And then, obviously, whatever's coming with membership is, discounted merch and stuff like that. When I create merch, I got my eyes on some stuff I want to create. But yeah, that's the goal for membership part. For this part, I just want to keep building and keep getting bigger and better with like better content. I haven't stopped with my safe room and safe house content also, where I do interviews with people directly, one-on-ones. So I've been working on this music thing, so I've been kicking back from that. But I'm going to start doing that again, where I start making dope interviews again with one-on-one people and build my safe room and safe house content on this platform. We still got Relatable every Wednesday at 11. Homeroom, I just got to shift that schedule. And just wherever God takes it after that is where he takes it. So, yeah. I'm working. We're working it out, working out. So I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I love y'all once again. And tomorrow, I got to talk to Rios. But if I'm to assume Rios is okay with it because of not a schedule change or anything, tomorrow at 11 a.m., we do Relatable. Me and Rios podcast tomorrow, 11 a.m., Relatable. I'll make sure I put a notification up early in the post to let y'all know also, because Rios be on live before that. No, yeah, he do. He do wake up show before that. So I'm pretty sure he'll let y'all know to go to Relatable after that. Also for the people who are in Rios community. For the rest of y'all, 11 o'clock, Relatable, Wednesday. It'll be right here on my channel. I'll make sure I post the flyer and everything so everybody get that. Hey, man, so I appreciate y'all. I don't have, I got to figure this part out. I don't have my trailer, my intro and outro video that my good brother Nick did because it's YouTube and I haven't learned the platform yet. So when I end the stream, it's literally just going to end. So don't think I'm rude and I'm trying to end it on mid-conversation. I'm not trying to end it on mid-conversation. I just don't have an outro video for this because I don't know how to do it yet. Not on YouTube directly. Okay, so just give y'all a heads up because I wasn't prepared. I was doing like a test run to see if this even worked. And I ended up being on here an hour and 14 minutes talking to y'all, which is super cool, I want to say. And I thank y'all for showing up. But I have been on there out there for an hour and 14 minutes and didn't technically learn anything about the platform other than like a couple of buttons. But I appreciate y'all once again, man. Thank you. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.